Hey there, welcome to the Girl Go Global podcast, where faith and works are empowered. With every episode, we're embracing our multi-layered lives with faith, know-how, and grit. I'm your host, Dr. Jasmine, and I'm ready to go global with you. Let's get started. Welcome to the Girl Go Global podcast, where faith and works are empowered. I'm Dr. Jasmine. I'm your host, and I'm so excited that you decided to join me today. Today, I am talking with Dr. Pugh, all the way from the windy city of Chicago, y'all. She is the CEO and founder of the Unlimited Treasures of Pearl and CEO and founder of the Treasured Pearls Foundation. She has a true servant's heart and desires to empower her community in meaningful and powerful ways. I'm so excited that Dr. Pearl has decided to join me today and sponsor this episode. So, Dr. Pearl, would you please tell the Girl Go Global community and podcast more about yourself?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me, Dr. Jasmine. I'm excited. As Jasmine said, I am Dr. Pearl Pugh, and I am super duper busy, but I keep myself grounded with my faith and my family. So they tie everything all together for me. So thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here, and I look forward to the conversation.
Awesome. And I'm so excited to have this mogul, this philanthropist. Am I saying that right? That long old word. I'm so excited to have with me a dynamic woman who is doing dynamic things for her community and the culture for people of faith. And so this conversation is going to be all about that, how she is unlocking the treasure within to share with others. So, Dr. Pugh, tell me where you get your faith to do all that you do. Just let us know.
So growing up in a single mother's household, it was instilled in me at an early age to keep God first. Initially, when I went away to college and everything, I thought, oh, I may stray because everybody say, oh, when you go away to college, you're going to wild out. But I stayed grounded, and I'm glad that I did. I had my village and my pastors who checked in on me and made sure that I was good, and keeping my faith in God throughout every aspect of my life along this journey. And it has made me who I am today, and to be able to help others in every capacity that I have been in.
That's so awesome. So I understand that your business and your foundation is really a play on your name, Pearl, right? So you Unlimited Treasures. I get that. That's so creative. And it's so catchy. Tell us about your business. You have a creative business, a creative space, but you also dabble into like fashion and other things. Tell us about that merge, that blend of the creative and fashion.
So Unlimited Treasures of Pearl is, I like to say I had a passion for fashion and design. And so when I started Unlimited Treasures of Pearl, initially it was only for customized items. So I was creating custom t-shirts, masks, anything you could think of, from party favors on down. And then I wanted to do a merge between those favors and events with fashion, because everybody knows I love fashion. I'm always going to have on an outfit and a cute pair of shoes. And so I was like, well, let me see what I can do. And in the middle of the pandemic, I started adding the boutique, the women's clothing, and it was amazing. When I initially started, I struggled at first because I had no idea what I was doing. I was trying to Google everything. But I decided, I'm like, well, let me get a mentor. And so when I got a mentor, maybe like April or May of, 2019, and no, 2020. And it just took my business to a whole nother level. And so she helped me with branding. She helped me with making sure that it was just little things like you don't have people picking up items from your house. You have a spot, a location to pick up. So it was just little things like that that took the business to another level. And I wanted to create a space where you can get cute, classy, and comfortable clothing that was affordable, because during this time, everybody was wearing like two-piece sets and things like that. So I was like, okay, Pearl, you have to market on this and get on top of it. And that's how Unlimited Treasures of Pearl was birthed.
So that's so good. So tell us a little bit about the fashions, about that, the creative things that you do. What are your products like?
So my products, I do a lot of two-piece sets, like I said. So we have like jogger sets, legging sets, and then sets that you can either dress up or down. I've been able to put on a pair of heels with my hoodie set with some jogging pants. And then I've also been able to put on some tennis shoes. I've been able to wear some of my sets to church that's like really flowing. So I've been wearing some of my sets like that. And it's been really, it's really for an everyday woman. So you have those stay-at-home moms, or you can have a boss that wears these outfits.
Awesome. So your target audience really is for that everyday look, that comfort look, stay-at-home mom, but also you can kind of dress up your fits, basically.
Yes.
Awesome. And I too have purchased some of your things. I found myself needing some more comfortable clothes to wear during the pandemic. So what do you see your business going to in the future? You know, we're getting out there. Are you staying in this lane of this comfort fashion look, or are you looking to expand into other, I guess, avenues? I'm not even sure of all the lanes of the fashions, but you know, how are you looking to expand your business?
So our customers now, when they come to us, they are definitely looking for those comfortable sets. However, we have started adding those signature looks. So you may have that two-piece suit on our website, but it's also a comfortable suit. So it may be like, I want to say like a cinched in look with joggers on the bottom with that blazer, and it's a matching set. Or we have like our newest signature are the fringe pants that it's like they're like jogger pants, but you can dress them up and they are really, really cute. So we are definitely adjusting to everybody starting to go outside, but we also want to make sure that our customers know that we're not forgetting about you, that this is your shop for your cute, comfortable, and classy wear.
So dope. So tell me a little bit about how you lean into your faith to basically build a fashion creative company as well as start up a foundation.
So my faith is why I started it. When pandemic started in 2020, everybody was kind of like up in an uproar. We didn't know what was going on. And to be honest, I had recently had my second child. Me and my husband had just had my second child, and I was a little depressed. I didn't know if I was coming or going. And so God said, I'm going to give you something to do, something that you love. And so that's how, everything was birthed. And it was a step out on faith because we had to use our family funds to get these adventures started. And so I said, Lord, if you're telling me to do it, I'm going to do it. And so now when I have those really big days where I'm getting the order, I'm like, thank you, God, because I know that it's only because of you that people see enough in me to support. And even when I have days and weeks without any orders, it's still thank you, God, for giving me the mindset to continue and not give up, because I know that every day is not going to be peaches and cream. I have to continue to pray and continue to seek God on where my business will go next. And that's the same for the foundation. The foundation was birthed because I went to an HBCU and I know how important it is to receive, even if it was just a small amount. Initially, I wanted to do a $250 scholarship. And my friend was like, okay, well, let's ask for donations. And the first couple of weeks, we didn't receive any donations. And I was like, okay, well, we're probably not going to do $250, but I'm going to keep the faith and we're going to keep on pushing. By the time we finished wrapping up that first year of scholarships, we were able to give out 2 scholarships. And I think that year we did $1,000. And this, for the third year, this previous school year, we were able to give out 3 scholarships. And so that was $3,500 altogether for those 3 scholarships. So each year it's getting bigger and better, and we're trusting God in every arena and program initiative that we are putting forward.
So yeah, that's so good. So basically, tell me a little bit more about your foundation, the purpose. It sounds like you're serving youth at HBCUs, but give us a little bit more about the purpose and vision for your foundation and the target audience.
So the Treasure Pearls Foundation, our mission is simple. We are trying to help our community. The mission is to provide resources and tools for post-secondary education and empower the community by meeting needs to overcome hardship. Our primary program initiatives right now are the Adopt a Classroom. So this year we were able to adopt 2 classrooms at Hilltop Elementary School, and we purchased everything on the teacher's wish list to make sure that they had a successful school year. And our scholarship, the scholarship is called My Ancestors' Wildest Dream Scholarship, and it provides scholarships to students who are attending an HBCU who recently graduated. So we have a board of 5 dynamic women from all across the United States who all attended HBCUs and are helping make sure that we have the funds to do that. They're using their network, they're reaching out to help make sure that we're doing that. So this year we started doing fundraisers to alleviate some of the costs, because a lot of the costs were coming out of our pockets, but that's how much we believe in the next generation coming up. And then our final program initiative we have is we've been able to do, I don't want to say a Toys for Tots, but we've been able to help out with the pediatric unit at Baltimore Washington Hospital here. Last year, my son was in the hospital for RSV, and the only way we survived those 5 days was because when we came up to the pediatric unit, they had a case of blocks, brand new blocks for him to play with. And if you know a 2-year-old, you know having IVs and being on breathing machines can be a lot, and then the parent is overwhelmed. And so to have those toys at the hospital that were donated by a group like really struck me. And so last year we were able to give out 130 toys, and then maybe 50 blankets and around about 50 sets of hats and gloves, so that we can be a blessing to mothers who were, could be in our shoes.
That's so awesome. And it sounds like your foundation has a broad breadth of initiatives that you seek to achieve, whether it be in the community, whether it be in healthcare, whether it be in education. So that sounds like a beautiful mission. And I look forward to donating more,
And you have been a great support, and we truly appreciate it. We do not take any donations lightly, but you have definitely supported every year, and we truly appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Child, the more you grow, I'll say this, the more you got to figure out how to find some tax breaks. So I look for opportunities to give. I actually am looking for some before the end of this year. But I want to basically serve my community in ways as a silent observer into initiatives that are important to me. And so the education space and community community organizations that serve people are definitely close to my heart. So this has been such a good conversation. I want to talk a little bit more about that balance, right? You're doing a lot. You're a mom, you're a wife, you're a business owner, you lead and chair a foundation. How do you find balance? How do you find time for Dr. Pearl?
That is a huge question. And I can only say it's by the grace of God that I am able to do everything that I'm doing. When someone says, I know you're tired, how do you do it? My answer is always grace. God has graced me for this season. I remember when I was in college, I would just go straight back to my room and just sit there. And I was so bored. Now I'm just like, Lord, please give me that one moment where I can just breathe. So this year, I took it upon myself. I spoke to my husband and I decided to take more vacations alone so that I can reset, recharge, and relax. Because if I'm empty, there's no way I'm able to pour into anyone else. So I've been able to do, I think, maybe 4 or 5 vacations this year so far. Which has been a blessing. And so I'm grateful for my village who was willing to step in to make sure that I am mentally and physically okay, because when my mind is, overwhelmed, my body will shut down. And so I make sure that I'm taking time to pray, taking time to read my Bible. Even with some of my team members yesterday, I was talking to them and they were like, yeah, in the mornings, Pearl is in here having revival. I'm like, well, let Jesus come and saturate this room before all of the craziness happen. And so as long as they know and everybody else knows that my faith is what keeps me grounded, I'm okay. I'm okay. They know that you're not going to, it's not going to be too many things that could trigger me because I got Jesus on my mind majority of the day. It's just like, okay, what you listening to? This gospel song? What's that? Oh, I got Smokey Norfolk over here preaching, or my bishop over here preaching. I got it on all day long. That's what's like, all right, what's next? We got this.
Yeah, I definitely can attest to needing to stay centered in God and at least starting my day with some type of devotion, some type of meditation, prayer, or something, or affirmation, something that's going to like kind of reset me and just kind of help me clear my head to get started and approach some of the things that I have to take on each day. So that's definitely super, super dope. So it takes strategy and intention, and strategy is time with God. Strategy is vacationing alone. Strategy is, hey, I need to take a little bathroom break and I don't want nobody knocking on this door. Strategy and intention to live out that faith-filled, courageous life. So if you, Dr. Pearl, could tell me more about the strategies it has taken you to live out that courageous life, but in particular, I'd like to know what advice you have for other women or others who are seeking to, say, start a business or start a boutique or start a foundation. What steps would you share to help people who are looking to step into your industry?
So the first thing I would say is to seek God first. Make sure that you are whole, because it takes a lot. It can be extremely draining between the finances and the mental stress. It takes a lot. So making sure that you are whole first will mean everything to your business. And the next step after seeking God and making sure you're healed and whole would be to seek a mentor. Yes, Google is fine. Google's going to help you with so many different things. However, I found out that experience is an amazing teacher. So my spiritual mentor put me in contact with my business mentor, whom she may not have had a lot of followers on Instagram and Facebook, and people were overlooking her, but she had a wealth of knowledge. And one thing I can say, so many people look over the younger generations, but the younger generations now, she was able to help me with social media and making sure that my color palettes were the same and my logo matched exactly where I wanted to go and not where I currently was. She taught me about how to make sure that my bags and my boxes were good. So, I mean, it was everything that was. She was able to help me with so many little things that I did not even know. So making sure that you seek God, that you're whole, and that you have a mentor with experience.
Oh, that's so good. That's such a great advice, a mentor. I do believe that sometimes people don't look to those mentors or coaches or someone that can help, because getting someone to kind of help opening your eyes about certain things that may be missing is golden, right? Golden. then. And I also heard you say something so important, because people do overlook the folks on social who may not have a huge following or may not be as visible. But I know people who are making or millionaires or near millionaire that are not even posting a picture, a video on social. So don't overlook that, and don't despise those folks who are not as visible, even though all of that works together. All social media works together, but there are industries and platforms where people are not even over there playing around, where you can go to an event or you can connect with someone through other means, through a referral, just as you said, and to connect with someone to help you launch and scale whatever you're seeking to achieve. So thank you for sharing those nuggets. So what gives you the courage to get up every day and keep going? I know you talked about your faith. I know you got your support system, but what gives you that inner courage to say, I'm going to keep doing, I'm going to keep building, and I'm going to keep unlocking the treasure that I have within?
My children. My children are my reason of continuing on every day, because I really want to leave a legacy for them. They are amazing gifts from God that I did not think that I would be able to have. And so every day I'm just like, okay, what can I do to make sure that they know mommy did everything and that they have no excuses to follow after every one of their dreams.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you have something to aspire, for giving them something to aspire to, even though they might not get into your industry. They are seeing hard work. They're seeing longevity. They'll have a model through you and your husband to seek to achieve those things that God puts on their heart, right? So that's so good. So Dr. Pearl, is there anything you want to share? What's next? What you got going on? You got your clothing, your fashion creative line, then you have your foundation. Is there anything you like to share moving forward to help people connect further with you about the things that you are doing?
So I guess what's next, my goal is to write another book. I have 3 books out right now. I have Different, But I Am Here as a children's book, basically describing some differences, but everyone should choose love in every aspect. I have Hey Taylor, that's teaching young students, African-American children, that they can be anything that they want to be, from the Vice President of the United States to a nurse. So that's been an amazing book that's went out, and everybody has been giving me great feedback on that. And then my book recently, which was a prayer journal, Healing on Purpose, and it's been helping individuals write out their goals, write out their prayer requests, track the ones that God has answered already. And so that's been amazing. So everybody's been asking for another prayer journal. I put that one out maybe 2 to 3 months ago. And so everybody's asking for another prayer journal. So I am working on that, and I'm hoping to have that out by the beginning of this year. But you can follow me on pearlpugh.com. So you can find the links to Unlimited Treasures of Pearl, the business. You can find links to the Treasures Pearl Foundation. So you can find all of that information on pearlpugh.com.
Wow, this has been such a great conversation. So when I say, Dr. Pearl, what does it mean for girls to go global? What does that mean to you?
To me, that means not staying in just your comfort zone. That means stepping out and doing whatever God has called you to be and to be wherever God has called you to be. Many don't know this, but when I was a freshman in college, I went and I worked over in France for 6 months. And then I went over to London for another 6 months. And that was some of the best time of my life. I found myself, I knew my goals. I knew where I wanted to go. I was able to learn about Pearl and not focus on everyone else. So if we could just step out of our comfort zone, trust God and have faith, then God will do the rest. He will make room for each one of your gifts. So don't just get stuck in, being in where I'm from. So I didn't get stuck by being just in Chicago. I knew that I wanted to reach the masses.
Awesome. And I believe that you are doing just that. You definitely are a global girl. You are embracing your multi-layered life with faith, know-how, and grit. So Dr. Pearl, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been a great conversation about unlocking treasure, about tapping into purpose, about finding that calling within. And you definitely have done that. So thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to more from you. So this has been the Girl Go Global podcast, where faith and works are empowered. Thank you so much, Dr. Pearl. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. We look forward to learning how you are enjoying this content. And so don't forget to let us know. Send me an email, girl. Talk soon.